And bosses may say this is the time to be serious, buckle down, show employees that you understand the difficult times out there. But maybe that is completely the wrong thing to do. A new book, The Levity Effect, says it actually pays to lighten up. Adrian Gostick is co-author of The Levity Effect, joining us from Salt Lake City. Adrian, thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Aaron. It's great to be here.
All right, I have to say, I was a little skeptical when I saw this at first, and then I was reading some of your examples of levitous behavior. I suppose I'm making a word up here. And something caught my attention, which is you went out, and I don't know how a survey like this was done, but you said kindergartners laugh 400 times a day, and adults not so much.
Yeah, adults, it's lucky if we laugh 10 or 12 times a day, and there's some sourpusses who never, crack a smile. So what we found in the research is that companies and managers who lighten up are vastly more productive and profitable, and they even earn more money in their careers, which is kind of fun to find out.
All right, so when you talk about levity in the office, what exactly does that mean?
Mostly it means lightening up. We're not talking about being funny all the time. You don't have to be Jim Carrey in front of everybody, but it's Andy Griffith, if you will. It's lightening up. It's being fun. What we found in the great workplaces was that they found ways to bring fun and work together. Nike just announced their earnings, and they're about to have some fun at their campus. They'll bring in a band. They'll have a party. They celebrate a lot, and that's what great organizations do. Great managers, too, they bring fun into work. You just had Jim Cramer on. He's a great, funny guy, and we listen to people when they make us laugh.
And my morning friend Mark Haynes is similar. As a matter of fact, he threw a paper airplane today and hit a guest in the nose, actually causing a little bit of makeup to have to be applied to cover up the little blood spot that came out. Okay, so sometimes it has unintended consequences, but you have a lot of examples, I know, Adrian, of big companies out there and the strange and slightly humorous things that they do.
Right. We didn't want to look at, the amusement park industry and the fun chain restaurant industry. We looked at companies like Boeing and KPMG, Nike, and others. We looked at very seriously publicly traded companies to find examples of where they lighten up. Microsoft was one example where at 3 o'clock they're blasting out music to get everybody pumped up for the next few hours. Nike has a radio show that comes on that's very irreverent and makes fun of senior leadership, but it's part of their culture. So as you say, they're riding tricycles, they're having fun, but they're also doing it in a very smart way that drives productivity and creativity. And
it seems like a lot of these things, what they have in common is that these are things in the office.
Yeah.
They're not forcing employees to do things outside of work all the time that are supposed to be fun and are sometimes slightly annoying.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than, getting dragged after hours with the CEO who wants to do karaoke. What we're talking about here is having fun and linking it to work. So it's those celebrations. Also, anytime we're communicating with the street, with our employees, with any sort of public group, we're finding ways to lighten it up. And as a manager or a senior leader, you should be Googling your subject and humor before you go and try to make them laugh a little bit, because then you'll connect with your audience better.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate your joining us, Adrian.
Thanks, Aaron.
All right. So keep a smile on your face. Street Signs is back in just an instant.